independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here with my little Yorkshire Terrier, Ellie, today. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are doing well. Renee, good to see you. How are you doing? How's your weather and everything where you are? I hope you're doing well. It's cloudy here at our house. It's been cloudy and overcast all day long. I forgot to check and make sure we're live here. Tammy, good to see you. I'm sure we are because you guys are here. Julia, good to see you. I have laryngitis. Yeah, I'm so sorry. But nothing hurts. Hi, Pam. So I thought, well, we'll just go on ahead, and I've got something to drink here for my throat, but nothing hurts. It's just my voice has laryngitis. So, and Ellie still recognizes my voice. So I'm okay. Roz, good to see you. Good to see you. Renee, worn out from the grandkids this weekend. Okay, but you've got an overcast day also. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Julia. We'll see how this goes. Because I haven't been talking much, so we'll see. Linda, good to see you. Good to see you guys. And it's almost the end of May. I can't believe it. We've only got 3 more days of May left. Really surprising, huh? How it goes so fast. Okay, I'm going to put Ellie down and put her in her bed because I have a beautiful card to show you today that I received from Georgia Moise. Laryngitis is allergies. Yes, it is allergies because I'm swollen. I have some little bumps. I think I'm having an allergic reaction to something. Very good, Dr. Roz. And Tina, Granite Falls is chilly. Okay, kind of odd for the end of May. But let me show you this beautiful card. This is from Georgia, our friend Georgia. And Hilda, good to see you. And I want to show you. So it opens this way. It's like a gatefold in that way. But these, I want to show you. These are just strips that are folded over. Check this out. Okay, so there's one strip, just like that. Isn't that kind of neat? Thank you, Linda. I feel fine. I just can't talk very much. Yeah, and then the edges are folded over. And then it's, layered on another one. They're all strips all the way down. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm going to try that. I really am. We might do it on here another time because I think it looks like it's easy. And it's pink and I really like it. So thank you so much, Georgia. I love this and I love it when you guys share new ideas, new fun folds and stuff like that. So thank you so much. Wow. Okay. What is new? The starter kit special isn't new, but it's ending on Saturday. And for $99, you get $165 of free product. And for $99, you get $165 of product. So that's $66 of product free, and it ships free. So if you've ever thought about being a demonstrator and getting the starter kit, this is the time. Here's the flyer for it. There's no obligation. You can be a demonstrator for, let's see, May, June, July, August, September. You're in until October with no obligation. And during that time, you can buy your products for either 20 or 25% off. After you get the kit, it's a wonderful, wonderful special. And it ends on Saturday at midnight, Mountain Time. So if you're interested, be sure to do it before then. It'll go back to $99 for $125 in product, I think. Xiomara, good to see you. Polly, good to see you. Now I've been talking about this. You all know that I've gone with a bunch of other Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, 6 other gals, and we've formed a collective called the Papercraft Collective, and we are making upscale cards and video tutorials that you can get free with a $50 order in my online shop, or you can buy it on my blog under tutorial shop for only $20. And the month of May, we did the Cheers and Sips bundle with this celebratory Sips designer series paper. And these are the cards. This is the graphic. And that only is going to last until May 31st. And then June, hello, Jeannie, good to see you. And then June 1st, we have a brand new tutorial bundle for it. And that one is going to be on let me see, Notes and Totes, the Notes and Totes bundle. So we're giving you all kinds of ideas of what you can do with your bundles and your papers and everything, and you can't lose because a video tutorial is so wonderful. I think, it's nice and easy. You just follow along. And today's card is from the Cheers and Sips set. I thought I might as well make a card from that bundle as long as we still have that available. And it'll stay available in my online store. It's just that it won't be for free for a $50 order. So, it'll always be there. But anyway, I love the Cheers and Sips bundle is so cute. Thank you, Roz. So this is the card we're going to make today. And I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you down. Like I said, I will probably be a little bit shorter today because of my laryngitis. Nothing hurts. You love the Notes and Totes bundle, Tina. Okay. Well, I know you're a demonstrator, so you could order it for $20 in my tutorial shop on my blog, prettypapercards.com. It'll come out on June 1st if I get it loaded up. I don't know when I'll load it up. I hope I remember. But anyway, in one of the first few days. Okay. So this is the card we're going to make today. And I meant to print out the Global Design Project Design Challenge for this week. But I forgot. But this is the design. They want you to do 3 strips across and a little sentiment. That's the design. And then you can do anything you want. And I encourage you guys, some of you are beautiful card makers, to enter the Global Design Project Challenge. I try to do it every week. I don't always make it, but I try because it's so much fun. So this is the card we're going to make. And these are some colors I don't use very often, right? Orange and green, kind of not my normal colors. I'm stepping out of the box. So I want to show you again the celebratory Sips paper because it's so pretty. And so I've got both sides going on here to show you. Once the back sides have beautiful patterns that you can use, that I'm using one of today. That's one sheet. This is another sheet, the front and back, and we're using this today. And then here's another one. And these, I believe, can be die cut out with the dies. And I love this background. I haven't used it yet, but I really like it. And then here's a very black background. And that is the background to this one. And this, I think, is my favorite sheet. I don't know. I think those are orange peels and strawberries and cherries and maybe blackberries or raspberries. I mean, it's just so, I just think this is so much fun. Lemons and limes. I love this. And then here's another sheet that is very cute. And I haven't yet, but I want to cut out some of the pictures and the bottles because I think those are super cute for summer. And then this is the back of that one, which I really like. And this is another one that's so beautiful. My card in the tutorial bundle is using this paper because it's, oh my gosh, isn't it a beautiful garden? Oh, it just looks beautiful. And then here's the background paper. So that's the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. And it is beautiful. And then I'll remind you, this is the card we're going to make today. And this was the paper from that. This is Lemon Lime Twist that we're going to emboss. And this paper is actually from a Christmas paper, Seasons of Green and Gold. And I'll show you up close so you can see. It's got lines through it. I thought it looked really pretty with the lemon lime twist. And so we're having, I'm thinking that's iced tea or some dark lemonade with lemons and oranges. So let's get started. And let's take a look at the stamp set. Here's the stamp set and here's the die set. Maybe I'll put it this way so you can see it better. I love this little umbrella. I use this on my card in the tutorial bundle, and it has, well, this I think is the little stick that goes under the little, the little foo-foo umbrella that you push up that you get with drinks. And then over here in the dies, they have the umbrella, and I'm not sure. I use this for the stick for it. But I think actually it's this one where you put an olive on, with a little swoop up above. Vicky, good to see you. And I haven't even used this either, but I want to. This is, I don't know, it's just cool. It maybe makes the glass, if you're going to use the glass by itself. This set also has ice cubes, and I think this is the ice cube die. And so I haven't even barely plumbed the depth of this set. It's so cute. There's a little mint, there's an olive, 2 different types of glasses, maybe some rosemary, and I don't know, maybe that's lavender, I'm not sure. Isn't it just a cute set? And we're going to use the perennial postage dies. If you don't have these, you totally need them for your craft. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to have a little sip. I'm drinking some Gatorade to get hydrated today. I like the Gatorade. It's pretty good. Okay, so we've got our standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then we're going to start adding to it. And this is our paper from the celebratory sips, and we're going to cut that. And I wanted to show you, I'm going to cut that just 1/8 of an inch back of the full size of this card. This, again, is 4 1/4 by 5.5. So we'll start with the 4 1/4 side, and I'll cut it at 4 1/8. And then for the 5.5 side, I will cut it at 5 3/8, right there. And that way, all you have that shows is just the tiniest bit of the white. I've gotten, so I really like it that way, just like that. So let's go ahead and glue that down while we're at it. And this is a brand new bottle of glue. I love brand new bottles of glue because the glue comes out so perfectly. Until I've gunked it up and left it out too long. You ever do that? And then it kind of dries and you have to put a pin in there. And it's always my own fault. Okay, let's just pull that down just a hair. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so there's our card base. Now what we're going to do is use a piece of lemon lime twist. And let me check. Oh, I don't need to check the size because we're going to cut it with the perennial postage die. So and this is bigger than the mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, so we have to bring up the big one. And I'm going to use the largest of the perennial postage dies. I love the edging. I really do. I just love the edging on these. EDGING, edging. Hello, Carol from Connecticut. Good to see you. So we'll put that right in there and run this through. You guys, I actually have bad news to tell you. One of my customers, and she was on our videos, on our lives, Becky Schlossnagel. Do any of you remember her, recognize her name? Her daughter called me or texted me the other day, and she passed away. I'm so sad about that. Her daughter just was really sweet and told me that she loved my cards and watching the videos, And I thought it was so nice of her to contact me, but it made me feel very sad. So anyway, I don't know if any of you knew her or saw her around on the lives, but she definitely was. Linda remembers her name. Yeah, very, very sweet, very sweet. So, okay, now we've got our lemon lime twist piece. And what we're going to do with this is we're going to, I know. Hi, Georgia. I just showed your card that you sent me. It's so beautiful. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so we're going to emboss this piece that we just cut, this lemon lime twist piece. We're going to emboss it in the exposed brick embossing, 3D embossing folder. Okay, so let's run it right through here. And I think this is all that we need to use the machine through. Yes, Georgia, it is so sad. Tina, yes. She was just really sweet, but I really appreciate her daughter letting me know. That was so nice, and she said sweet things, so that made me feel good. It's always sad. We don't like to lose our friends. We always miss them. Okay, so this is going to go on here, and I think it looks really great embossed. It just gives texture that you wouldn't normally have. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to add some Timid Tiger ribbon. And you know, this is Timid Tiger right here, striped with, looks like peach pie. And so we want to put this on here, but I want to tie the ribbon first. And instead of a bow today, I'm doing a knot. I'm going to try to do a square knot. And we'll just see how that turns out. I did learn it in Girl Scouts. So I know some of you were in Girl Scouts. So, because there's so much going on in this card, I thought it would be better just to do a knot instead of a bow. So I did cut too much ribbon. I almost always do, but I like to have plenty to play with. So let's see. Now I think I pull this up, and I know some of you probably really know how to do the square knot. We're going to give it a try here and see if it works. But I think if you're going to tie a knot, a square knot looks so finished, if you can do it. Okay, well, it didn't turn out quite right. It didn't turn out like a square knot, did it? It turned out like a knot. But you know what? I did it on my sample. Look at the sample. I did get a square knot on there. But we're going to go on. It's not imperative that you have a square knot. A knot looks fine. And actually, we want it over on the right-hand side. So I'm just going to move it, pull it right around to the right-hand side. Let me look at the other side. No, it doesn't. I thought, well, maybe the other side is a square knot, but I don't think it is. Okay, so we're going to pull this down to where I want it, which is lower, a little bit lower, and you kind of have to work at it because of the little postage things, postage shapes. So let's trim this little guy. We may shorten those. Okay, now we're ready to glue this on, now that we've tied our ribbon. And what I usually do on embossed pieces, I do more glue because there's less surface to stick down. And then we'll just put a strip in there. And what I like about the size of this piece, I like the way it gives a nice border of the beautiful Designer Series paper. I really like that. I mean, that's the beginning to any great card, don't you think? Now I can totally see this is too long. Let me trim it up a little bit more. If you're a perfectionist, things bug you. I try not to let them bug me, but they do. Okay. Then we have some of this paper, and you can tell it's the Christmas Seasons of Green and Gold. But look how nice it looks on here. I just thought, wow, I really wanted to use it. We can pull out Christmas paper and use it for anything we want. There are no rules. You can just be creative. Now, what I've done is cut 3.5-inch strips, and I've got 2 of them. this isn't 3.5, but this is 1. And I'm going to cut it at 1 inch. I need 3 of these. So there's 1. And I'm pretty sure I can get 2 out of this. So let's put this at 3.5. I measured already to know that it should be 3.5. And then we'll cut 1 piece at 1 inch. You can't really see the measurements there, can you? Okay. There's 1 piece at 1 inch. And another piece at 1 inch. And this is all we need to create the beginning of our card here. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to set it out while we work on some other things, because we have to make sure we have enough space for the sentiment and everything. And we need to stamp that and get that going. But I like to lay it out to see how I'm going to arrange it. And that's how we're going to do it right there. We'll glue it right on there. Okay, so now we need the sentiment. We need some oranges and lemons, and I already pre-cut those because I wanted to save a little time. So with these, you just use this stamp. I just use this stamp right here and stamp some in Daffodil Delight and some in Timid Tiger, and one I cut in half. And there is a die for it. There's a circle die, but I like to fussy cut, so I just fussy cut that out. Now the other thing we need that I didn't bring along, so we're going to need to get our paper. We need to cut out that cup that I used, and it's right here. It's this one. There is not a die for this with the lemon on top of it, so we're just going to go ahead and cut around it. I love these large glasses. Really, they are glasses, because I think a cup has a handle, but anyway. And look at all those you can use. You can cut all those out. I've been watching gals do that. And all we need to do is just use our little paper snips and cut around this. So there's not much stamping in here at all. We're going to stamp our sentiment. And that's about it. We're going to stamp a few oranges inside the card and on the envelope. But otherwise, there's not a lot of stamping because the paper kind of does it all for us. So we're just going to go around this lemon. And remember, when you're fussy cutting, you want to turn the paper and not the scissors if you can. And now we're just going to go just around that little guy. This is easy peasy cutting with a big reward because it's so beautiful. I'm going to come right around here like that. Okay. There's our little glass with lemonade, or it's beautiful paper, Linda. It's either lemonade or iced tea, one of the two. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and stamp our sentiment because I want to make sure to measure that before we adhere things. And this is It's Your Day. Just like that. It's your day. And it's our day. We're having a fun day. So what we want this to do is stick out. Let me pull the glass off. We want this to come under that last strip there. But I don't want it to be just tiny, tiny strip. I want it to be a little bit more substantial. So I'm going to trim the edges here. And then let's see. I'll show you what I mean. I want it to come kind of like that. There, that's about it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue on this. And we'll adhere this before we adhere our strips, because that way we can measure correctly. And I want it to come in about 1/4 inch. Just like that. Whoops, now it's going to move. Okay, boo-boo. There we go. Okay. It's your day. Now we can adhere our strips because now we can see what we're doing. Now we can do one of two things. We can layer this on the ribbon. I did that on the last card. Or we can pull it up above. Let's see what we think. I think we should layer it over the ribbon. What do you think? I definitely do. So let's put this one on first, and we're going to use glue to adhere this guy. I'm surprised that I don't use these colors more often because they are so pretty. Okay, now we want to get it equal from left to right, and we want it to set right over that ribbon. Just like that. Pretty good, huh? And now we can go ahead and put the others on and have those be an equal distance from the lower one. Kind of need to know which one to get on first. Okay, so we'll come up about like that. And then we'll do the third one, and then we can do the fun part. Okay, here we go. And we've left about 1/8 of an inch, I think, in there between the two. Isn't that kind of pretty? And this is the design, is to have 3 strips and a sentiment down here. This is the design from the Global Design Project. Okay, now we get to put on, I hope this is making you think of summer. It's making me think of summer, even though it's cloudy here. And I know you guys are in some clouds and rain. And we're going to put, let's just see how, I think I have a little glue on my finger. That's jumping around. Okay. I think I'm going to put those two kind of like that. So I've got some dimensionals, and we still have that little orange slice. We're going to put that on too. Don't worry, we're going to get that on there. Okay, this really only takes 2 dimensionals. I do love this paper on the back too. Oh, thank you, Beth. Good to see you. And so we're just going to raise this up a little bit. We want it to be kind of in the center of the card. And then we're going to glue the lemons, and we will put the little half orange on a mini glue dot. I didn't really bring my mini glue dots, but I think I can reach them. So we'll just put the lemons. I really love the lemons. Well, I love the citrus. I love that we have a stamp for it. And I'm going to move a little bit here to get those mini dimensionals that I forgot. Hold on. Hold, please. That's what my daughter says sometimes. She tells me if we're on the phone, hold, please. I don't know if you ever say that. Okay. So here are the mini dimensionals. And we just need one for this little orange slice. I know I'm going to be making more cards with this set and with the citrus because I just love it. And we'll put this right kind of like that. I mean, that was easy, right? Wasn't that easy? Michelle, good to see you. Okay, now I want to show you something. We are going to use, this is the first time I've used these, the Shades of Green hexagons. They go with the Turtley suite, the one with the cute turtles. But look at how beautiful these gems are. Are they called gems? They're called hexagons, Shades of Green hexagons. But I think they're just gorgeous. And so this color right here is the one we're after. I'm not sure which color it is. It looks like Lemon Lime Twist to me. See how perfectly it matches that? Let me pull it back in the camera. It really matches very perfectly. But I'm going to go ahead and put 3 of these around. They don't show up a tremendous amount, not as if we had white or something, but I think they're just perfect. Okay, that little guy was trying to lose his little glue. Okay, we'll put one over here, and then we'll put one right there. And that just adds a little bit of brightness